Today, President Biden rolled out new initiatives aimed at curbing gun violence in America.
It is the first significant action on gun control taken by the administration since Biden took office, and it's garnering some negative and positive reactions. It's our top story at 6.
Want to rein in the proliferation of so-called ghost guns. These are guns that are homemade, built from a kit. You know, I want to see these kits treated as firearms under the Gun Control Act. We also have to ask the Justice Department to release a new annual report. Back in the year 2000, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms released a report on its investigations of firearms trafficking in America. During my campaign for president, I wanted to make it easier for states to adopt extreme risk protection order laws. They're also called red flag laws.
Now, it is important to note that these are not executive orders, but the new rules that the Justice Department will be overseeing.
KCAU 9 News reporter Lydia Vasquez tonight explains how Siouxlanders are reacting to the president's new initiatives.
Lydia?
Tim and Sophie, President Biden today says these initiatives are common sense steps to address gun violence. But some people I talk with say his initiatives aren't logical and they do little to protect people.
It's silly that we're trying to prevent a human behavior by banning things, honestly.
We're feeling relieved today.
As President Joe Biden rolls out 6 new initiatives he says will prevent gun violence across the country, Siouxlanders are expressing mixed reactions.
Just kind of restores my faith in the process that we are electing leaders that represent the vast majority of Americans that support common sense solutions to gun violence.
It makes me sad. It makes me sad that we're trying to make useless laws. We really need to be looking at mental health and how to actually help people who are struggling, not hurt people that are law-abiding citizens.
Woodbury County Sheriff Chad Sheehan says law enforcement's goal is to keep firearms out of the hands of mentally ill or violent people.
The concern that I have is protecting people's constitutional rights.
But he says there is a benefit to tightening restrictions on, quote, ghost guns, which are homemade or improvised firearms that lack commercial serial numbers.
I can see where the ghost guns are a concern, because then it makes it much more difficult when those weapons are used in violent crimes. Makes it nearly impossible for us to trace the weapon. I can see where that might be beneficial in investigating the crimes after the fact. And that's not going to stop the violence.
But Kennedy says it's a step in the right direction.
All of these come at a very timely point, not only for Americans. You know, despite there being a global pandemic in the last month, we've had significant gun violence with mass shootings in 2 different places. And not to mention the other types of gun deaths, especially what we see here in Iowa, which is firearm suicide.
A majority of President Biden's initiatives are set to take effect within 60 days. Lydia Vasquez, KCAU 9 News.